Hey guys, it is Kieran Kyo here, the Keoster. I'm here for CKTV YouTube, and I'm here for my 17-month update for gastric sleeve VSG. And if you're just new to the channel, thank you for subscribing. If you're not new to the channel and you just came across the channel and you want to subscribe, press the subscribe button down below and give us a like. It all helps here on YouTube. Big stuff happening for me at the moment, or at the start, way back when. I weighed in 32 stone 5 pounds. I was 453 pounds if you want to go on pounds. Now down to, after 17 months, started losing about 3 months pre-op, now down to 18 stone 5 pounds. Well, that is a total loss of 14 stone, and it is also a total loss of 196 pounds. Unbelievable. Great achievement. Couldn't ask for better. At this stage of the game, looking at 17 months post-op. Another month, 18 months, that is the year-and-a-half mark. That mark, it could be the closure of that window of opportunity to lose it easier and stuff. But still hard work, because you have to keep the mind right. Everything, I'll get to that in a minute. But it's not exactly an easy run. So I'm working hard in the gym. I'm doing the walking, doing a bit of running now too, which is great. A lot of stuff happening, which is brilliant. And at this stage of the game, I couldn't have asked for better. If I was told I'd be down 7 stone at the start of the journey, at this stage, I'd be happy. I would have taken that. 4 or 5 stone, probably would have taken that. But 14 stone, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Great stuff. And very happy at that. But still want to lose about another 1.5 to 2 stone. And try and maintain it between 15 and 17, like I've always said. Or between 210 and 238 pounds. That is my big aim. Currently, 257 pounds, or 18.5. So that's my current weight situation. As far as losing, it's going down slower these days. I weighed in there this week when I got to that goal, and this week I had a weight loss of since 2 weeks ago, and that's including my trip away. Done a lot of walking when I was away. That probably really helped. Done a lot of stressing, well, because I was on my own. There was a bit of stressing going on. A bit of a stressor when I let myself be. So I lost 2.5 pounds in that period of time, which was a big deal. I thought I'd done very well to do that. As far as before that, few weeks I stayed the same. There was 2 or 3 weeks I might have stayed the same. There was a few weeks that I didn't, that I just either stayed the same or maybe lost a pound or something like that. But that was what it has been for the last while. But that 2.5 pound loss was welcomed big time to get to that goal. Another 4 pounds now, and I'm at that 200 pounds big goal, which is a big milestone as well. So if you're American, 200 pound weight loss is massive. I see a lot of these Americans doing the update videos, and they often go on about, I've reached the 200 pounds, I've reached Wonderland, I've reached the 100 pound loss. Big deals, and these milestones are what makes us keep at it and keep motivated. I have to say also, look, I've got a list in front of me here as well, so I'm just going by that as well. My diet these days, eating a lot of, obviously protein is number one. I always eat the protein first, but I've been delving into a bit of vegan and vegetarian meals. I go to a local vegetarian restaurant in Derry. I find that very good. It's a great alternative and very healthy food in there. So been eating a lot of vegan, vegetarian style stuff, which is very positive. And I'm not someone that would go off meat, and I love my chicken. I eat a lot of chicken. I've tried the oats milk as well. I might have mentioned on a post or two. Very nice with the tea and stuff. So I wouldn't go off milk. Well, I might go off milk eventually. I might try and go off dairy and yeast over time, but still eating some bread. The milks, I drink a lot of milk. I have to admit, I do drink a lot of milk, and that's why I would like to wean myself off it to maybe even goat's milk or oat milk or something like that. to try and, help in the long run. They reckon it's great for overall health to go off dairy products. Also, I just want to look at my notes here. So the diet these days is going very, very well. My big aim now, my big goals, we could say, would be I'd like to reach the 17 stone mark. That would be 238 pounds. I'd like to get down to that for Christmas. That would be an ideal goal. And I think it's a very realistic goal. A stone and £5 for Christmas isn't going mad. It isn't breaking the bank as far as high expectations or anything. I think it's just the way things are going. It's a gradual progress. I think that's something that could happen. So 17 stone for Christmas, which would be about £238, is my ultimate goal now. And if you Aussies out there, my current weight in kilos is actually about 120 kilos. So there you go. I don't like the kilos thing. There's a lot of Aussies on YouTube and that go on the kilos, and Irish people tend to just do stones or pounds rather than have to go into the whole kilos, because I just can't be bothered with the idea of working with kilos. It's not as exciting. But then, also now, big aim of mine, my friend Janet brought this about. She's going to be doing a Santa Dash in Dollymount Strand, I think it is, in Dublin, on the 2nd of December. And she's brought a few people on board from the weight loss surgery forums and that. So I've decided that I'm going to try and do that 5k run. It's a 5k or a 10k Santa Dash. It's in Dollymount Strand in Dublin. And I said that is one of my big goals. I've been running a lot in the gym these days. Starting to get into the running. I'm running up to 15 minutes on my own now without any stopping, which is unbelievable. That's on the treadmill. But that's unheard of. I remember I started getting into the running about maybe 8-9 months ago, and I done a 15-minute one day, and it was alien to me. I wasn't able to be motivated enough to keep that up at the time. But now this last 4 or 5 gym sessions I've been running, and I've been building up, and I'm now at about 15 minutes. That's crazy. And that's about just under 2 kilometers I've been doing in 15 minutes, which is awesome. So if I can build it up now to a 5k, that is my big goal for that 5k. And to think that I'm at this stage is so alien compared to the old me. I would never have thought I could achieve this. But anyway, it's great. Also, out walking a good bit. As I said, when I was away in Glasgow and Manchester last week, I was walking a lot. I avoided having to get taxis a lot. I decided I'm going to walk as much as I can over here and make the most of it. Then I never really had anything off anyway. I went to Subway a couple of times, I admit that, but that's mostly protein anyway, because I got the meatball one. I got a good few cafe type things and ate in the cafes and had coffees a lot, and didn't affect my weight. Still lost 2.5 pounds when I weighed in this week, so happy days. Very, very happy with that. And to imagine just after being away for 5 days and then come home and you reach your goal, or you reach your next big milestone, which is a crazy but brilliant thought. Also, my ultimate goal, if you talk about ultimate goals, I'd say to get to 16 stone for next summer. That's another stone under 17, which I'm hoping to get to for Christmas. And then give myself another 6 months or so to try and get to, or 6 or 7 months to try and get to the 16 stone mark. And remember, at this stage, because I'm beyond that 2 years window, it's going to be a lot harder, and I'm going to have to really push it more. But that's when I'm very up for that challenge, and I'm very, because I've adapted this lifestyle, and that's what it's all about day one. That's why they bring you in the psychologist day one and everything, because they want you to get this life-changing mind frame and lifestyle change, and that's what I've done. And I'm very proud to say I've done that, and I'm doing great with it, and I can see myself getting to that 16 stone for next summer. I can see myself getting to the next one then, which is down to 15 stone and I'm going to say a year later for that. If I can get to 15 stone for 2 years' time, that's a realistic goal. I think it's a realistic opportunity, and why shouldn't it happen? Who knows, maybe I'll surprise myself and get to it for the Christmas in a year and a half or something like that. It would be fun if I could keep it going down to that. But my first goal and my big goal now is to reach 17 stone, which is 1 stone 5 pounds away, and that's very, very reachable. And I'm hoping to reach it for Christmas. And that's my big thing now, my big aim. Motivation's always there. The fact I got the surgery, the fact I let myself be cut open, I let myself be part of my stomach cut out of me, 80% of my stomach cut out of me. The fact that I was able to go through all that, I was able to sacrifice my whole life to go through that, means that I am determined, and my determination, motivation never leaves me. And it's a beautiful thing. It really makes me very, very happy. I'm very proud of myself for that. And anybody knows me out there, all the family and that, very proud that I have yous, and yous are so nice to me and so good and so supportive, and that's what is great. At this stage, let's be fair, you're probably thinking, just get on with things. Just enjoy your life now. Don't hype it all up anymore. Let it be. And I've been thinking about that idea, and I've been thinking, maybe I should close down these posts. Maybe I should just get on with it now, try and do the rest of it without posting about it. And I'm going to meet people halfway on that. If there's a few people come up to me. I posted this as a status on my Keosters VSG Journey page on Facebook, talking about this, and I feel that it's not good maybe for the head, not good for the mind frame to always depend on that feedback. Maybe people take you the wrong way. The perception is they perceive you to be big-headed, or they perceive you to be not as confident in yourself because you need other people's kind of... But it's because I'm into media, it's because I'm into all that. I've said it all before, there's no point going into that, but I really feel like it helps. So what I'm going to do is, if I feel like putting up an update, or if I feel like posting about the whole journey, I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel. Therefore, people that are subscribed will be notified. I'll not post it on my Facebook, my Q&Q normal Facebook page. I'm going to leave, and I'm going to not post it on the Keosters VSG Journey page every time I post something. But I am going to put it on my YouTube channel, and all of you out there that know about me will be able to find it on YouTube. Because people that have the surgery always post on YouTube anyway. Even 5 years down the line, to keep the motivation, to keep accountable in themselves, it's a good way to do it. As far as that, I think that's the right way to go. Post it on the forums. I'll still post on the gastric sleeve and the weight loss surgery pages on Facebook, but I won't post it on my own pages, because the people that know me personally, the people from my own area and all that, might think it's too much. They don't totally grasp the whole surgery, it's gastric sleeve surgery thing. They don't understand me from that kind of thing. So that's basically what I feel about all that. I was very, very chuffed with Stacey Fitzpatrick's Culture Hub TV that was released last week. My interview went down well, I think. Everybody was very impressed with it. Got a lot of great feedback for that, and I just hope that you checked out the full interview. Anybody out there that follows me, hope you checked out the full interview, because I do go into a lot of detail in the full interview. It's about 9-10 minutes long. There was a few bits. I mentioned my grandfather, Benny Doherty, and in it about doing my early performance when I went along with him when there was guests in the house, or when there were visitors in the house, I should say. I remember when I was 3 or 4, I used to do some stuff with him, and he used to get me doing poems and stuff. That was mentioned, but it was obviously cut out because there wasn't enough time or something. And then there was another thing mentioned. I think I mentioned about helping people that are getting the gastric sleeve, and being very proud of the fact that I'm able to help others and stuff. And I also mentioned, this is maybe embarrassing to some people, but it's not. It's part of my life. My big influence of Hulk Hogan and the Hulkamania concept of believing in yourselves, taking your vitamins, saying your prayers, and keeping motivated and do your training and everything. That's all part of. I really do. I've been following that character on TV and with the wrestling and that for years, and really take a lot from his persona and his music, and it really motivates me. And even motivational music is massive in this whole thing. Motivation from anything. Arnold Schwarzenegger motivates me a lot. Stuff like that is massive. If you can let yourself be motivated a lot by your on screen heroes. Like my real heroes in life are my family, my brother that passed away, Seamus, and my brother Brian, and my dad, and my mum, and all. They are the great people in my life. But everyone has far and beyond heroes, like the people on TV and stuff, and movies, and the people that really influence you. And Hulk Hogan, the wrestler, I know it's only a character, but I talked about that on the Culture Hub TV thing about his influence on me over the years as well. But very cheesy, but it is part of life, I suppose. So very impressed with the great work that Stacey and her team done, and very, very happy with that interview. And hopefully it touched a few people. It was on Freeview TV. It was on Virgin Media as part of NVTV, one of the community stations. So that was cool to be part of that. Very, very nice to be part of that one. Also, let me see what else is here to talk about. I've got written down here. It's amazing the changes that I've had over the course of this year and a half, or 17 months it is now. The changes have been unbelievable. When I think of the amount of like losing the diet, like I was type 2 diabetes that went away after the surgery. The change in I don't wear the sleep apnea machine at night now. That's a big change from the last time I went live and talked, or last time I done a video. Imagine I'm off the CPAP, or the BiPAP I was on, and I'm off that now, and I feel great every day. I feel excellent without it. I'm feeling good without that, folks, and it's hard to beat having that great feeling of being able to go to bed and being able to go to sleep without needing the machine on you, without wearing the mask. I got used to it. I didn't mind it so much, but I don't wear it at all now, and I feel excellent. I feel excellent without it. I can go places without having to take it in my bag and make the bag a lot heavier and stuff. It's unbelievable the changes, and that is just one of the massive great changes. So no sleep apnea anymore for me. Don't use it anymore, which is great. Okay, there is a few negatives. I suppose the negatives you could say are, one of the big negatives, I get a lot of dumping syndrome. I get a lot, and I'm talking maybe 3-4 times a week. It's actually increased a bit lately. I get the dumping syndrome if I eat anything out of the normal, but it isn't that bad. I've got used to it. That's the reality of it. There's going to be negatives with this. Anybody out there getting it, be prepared to feel all like really cold sweats and feel horrible, yucky in the stomach, and just don't feel good for a while. And it could last half an hour, it could last an hour, it could last a few hours in some types of dumping syndrome. But the important thing is it does go away and you feel great. And look how the difference you look. Like, I'm a prime example of someone who looks totally different. So, well, some of you might be looking at me and think, he hasn't changed a lot really. But the amount of people come up to me and don't even know me. And they have to look twice and then say to me, wow, unbelievable. And that's a cool thing. It really is a cool thing. It really motivates you to keep on rolling. You know what I mean? Also, the other negatives I have to say would be bit of anxiety came back. I remember I had anxiety a while back. The anxiety, I used to get a lot of anxiety back when I was at my biggest. Used to wake up during the night coughing, and I used to get up, and my heart used to be racing, and I'd be in really bad sweats. And it used to be horrible. It was really horrible. Last week, for a few days, I was pretty bad with anxiety again, and that was that scared me. I got a lot of help. I talked to people about it, and I was part of, obviously. I had my reasons for it. Maybe I was worried about stuff when I was away on my own. I suppose that didn't help it. I was thinking a lot, thinking too much, maybe. But I was back 2 days and I was feeling great again. Probably a lot of it's to do with I did talk about the people and the family and stuff, and I was able to talk on the weight loss surgery forum about it a bit, and people helped me, and big thanks to everyone that helped me about that, because I don't want to see anxiety coming back every day anymore. I feel that I've turned a corner. I feel I deserve to feel good, feel great all the time. I know you can't feel great all the time, but I think I deserve to avoid anxiety as much as I can. I'm going to be, I've mentioned, I'm going to be winding down the posts on going to do it about every 6 months, post it on my normal pages. I'm going to probably post maybe every couple or 3 months and put it on my YouTube. I'll just not put the link up on Facebook, because I feel that people maybe are scunnered at this stage with my story, and it is inspirational to a lot of people. It motivates me to post about it, but I don't want to come across as a big head. I don't want to be coming across as an arsehole, so I will abide by the laws of humanity and just do it my own way now, and do it in a way that suits everyone. Big plans now in the next while. I'm planning a bonus part of my video for the next video. 18 months post-op. I might give you a meal plan for show you what I'm eating in the day, what I eat in a day part to the video. I might also do a few clips of me in the gym. That might be an interesting addition to the video. It's not something I would do regular, put up video clips of the gym, but I definitely will do it for my 18-month post-op. I think it's worth doing it now because I feel I'm doing good, and I feel I deserve a little montage put up of me training. That's what I'm going to do for my 18 months. Probably a meal, what I eat in a day, and a gym clip. Along with my update for next month. Traveling, doing a lot of traveling. As I said, I was away last week. I'm going away tomorrow. Today is the 30th of August, which is my 17-month post-op surgery, as they say. And really, really feeling super at this stage. Down to 18 stone 5 from 32 stone 5, 14 stone off, down to 257 pounds. And that is a total of 196 pounds off. And hopefully I'll be coming at you next month with my 18-month post-op, and I'll be talking about hitting that 200 pounds milestone. Wouldn't that be fun? And that's only another 4 pounds, so I'm hoping I get another stone off for then, which would be super, but probably won't. Probably get about half a stone off for that, I would imagine. Getting an average of about 6 or 7 pounds off per month these days, which is very, very healthy. And I'm very, very happy to be at that stage. It's going well. As far as I'm concerned now, folks, this has been a pretty long update. 17 months post-op. I haven't done this long an update since my 15 month, but I think I like doing these. It really motivates me to be put it out there to people. The people that I know, other people that got surgery, people that are waiting on surgery, all of you, believe in yourselves. Really, really be the best you can be, and this is all about life. This is a journey. This is a journey. And this is a journey that we will, be on for the rest of our lives. It's a battle that will never end for us until we die. And it's a pretty cool thing in a way. I feel like one of the X-Men sometimes, because I have this change. Actually, one other thing, perception and realization. The perception of people, they look at me, or I think they look at us gastric sleevers or weight loss surgery people, and they think, wow, what an amazing epic story. It's like something out of the movies. They look at us probably and they think, it's crazy the amount, such a quick time, that it's amazing, the weight loss, how is their body coping, all the rest. Vitamins is the answer. Take vitamins most days. I'm supposed to take it every day. Some days I miss a couple or whatever, a couple of days, but it's amazing. It's amazing. And people probably think, wow, how and under God is he able to, change that much? And it probably freaks people out a bit. Like, I thought, like, this is an honest thing, right? This is something honest. This is another negative in a way that I didn't want to touch on, but I'm going to touch on it because it's life. Before the surgery, I thought, well, when I get the weight down now, when I start losing a lot of weight, I'm going to, maybe there's a chance I'll be getting dates all the time. Maybe that's a vain thing to say, but it's about personality and all too, and it's about your life and the way you treat people and the way it is. But I feel I've always felt I was fairly good that way. And then when you look at the people, then I did think that I maybe would get a lot more dates and stuff. But perception, that is perception. That's the perception of somebody being somebody that's more normal in size and stuff. But the reality is, it doesn't happen like that. It hasn't happened for me like that. I'm getting a lot more, don't get me wrong, I'm getting a lot more recognition from people, getting a lot more people saying, oh, you're looking great, Not much beyond that, to be honest. Pulled a few girls here and there, but not really. Nothing over the top. Nothing's went, like, very smooth when it comes to relationships or anything with me since. Maybe just part of me doesn't really want that. I don't know, but I have a lot of loving to do, I suppose. At this stage of the game, I do have a lot of loving to do. But as far as I'm concerned right now, folks, I'm going to leave you be because I've been on here now. We're getting close to half an hour, and that's too much. So thank you very much for tuning in if you have done. It's been great bringing it to you. Here has been the Keoster for CKTV and YouTube. And good to bring you my 17-month post-op update from gastric sleeve. Had it in Galway under Mr. Collins and Dr. Finucane down there. Big shout out to them if you ever watch these videos. But you've really saved a life here, folks. And, you've really done a real good thing by helping me out that way. And hopefully that you're helping everyone every week down there and everywhere that does the surgeries, because it's an amazing thing. I know people actually, was talking to people recently that got the gastric sleeve and that struggled over time, maybe put on 30 or 40 pounds and then pulled in the thing again and got it off again and stuff and had to get revised surgeries and stuff. But my determination now really tells me that I won't have to worry about that stuff, because I'm really determined to, once I get it off, to keep it off. Maybe I'll fluctuate a bit, put up a few pounds now and again when I get the goal, but I like to think that I will command this now for the rest of my life. Alright, take it easy, folks. Keoster, over! Ha ha!